Welcome to Blizzard World.
Alright, welcome back. We got some technical difficulties going on. We're hoping we got some of them solved. If not, just kind of bear with us. We'll be doing our best to get us through this. The next map we have to play on will be Blizzard World. It is a hybrid type map because we just played on a control map. Now we're going to a hybrid map. After this will be an escort map. And I believe it repeats hybrid control.
Can I just say this? Can I just say this is like one of the most beautiful maps of all time? It's not one of my favorites like to play on, but like just to look at it.
Yeah, especially because like it pays so many little Easter eggs to different video games. It's just very fun to be on. For the Firebirds though, we do have a sub. Now you may have noticed that our typical caster is not in here for Overwatch, and that is because he is currently playing Ana for the Overwatch team. We have Galahad, aka the Bearded Man, currently playing for the Firebirds. We got NECC on Mercy, we got Donut on Hanzo, we got Psychopreds on Reinhardt, Lunar Synergy on Soldier 76, and Aurelius, which was Crazy Mage. There has been a name change there, so we didn't just drop Crazy Mage. Crazy Mage is now Aurelius, playing Zarya, and for the Colonels we have pretty much the same lineup aside from Vector now playing Mei, which will be very interesting to see how the Firebirds handle, as you know, Mei has shown them some difficulty at times.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a nice 3 months though. We got new faces. Maybe that's our key difference maker. But I'm excited. That's what I'm looking for during this map.
Yeah, what's gonna be interesting is that Mei is getting kind of like somewhat of a rework, I think, in Overwatch 2. So I am glad, because I hate getting one shot when I'm playing DPS, and there's a Mei running around that just goes, you know.
Absolutely. And you know, while we're at it, we can mention that Overwatch 2 is going to be kind of like a different game. The Firebirds will be playing 5v5 in that instead of 6v6. There will be only one tank slot, so it'll be interesting to see the new team composition after that.
There's like a big team wipe by Center College.
Just as I'm casually trying to explain, we have Center College pulling off play after play, as they will wipe out the Firebirds who are trying to push and be the attackers for the first half of this map.
Yeah, still some time though. You know, 3 minutes is a lot of damage that the Firebirds can do, so I'm hopeful. Yeah, but this first point is kind of tough with those giant arches being one of the only entrances rather than the one on the flank on the left.
100%. Firebirds making good use of that natural cover though, provided by that statue before they're all ready to push. You see that Mei has completely left Psychopreds powerless to be helped by the supports. There goes that hit. Firebirds break it in time. Aurelius has to get the bubble up and is able to do so and get healed and get out of there. But the Firebirds will be pushed all the way back. And that Mega's doing a great job of just separating the Firebirds, and they're not able to, you know, handle the pressure of that, and they will lose the next team.
They just keep on getting pushed back and back. Like, that was an amazing play. I just hope that the Firebirds can figure out another strategy. From this, I would try maybe doing a split. Having Psychopaths go on the left, flank around a little bit, do that shatter that Donut did in the last game, then try pushing from there.
Overall, with the amount of ultimates the Firebirds have at their disposal, they should realistically be able to make it to point this time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna need to see the Firebirds at least touch point, but again we see the Mei just put the wall in the perfect spot to eliminate the main tank, and once the main tank is gone, it's just so hard to generate that pressure still, and the Firebirds are gonna have to once again fall back, as it's a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock.
But now this might be a good opportunity. They're pushed up a lot, and we gotta pick up Vector, so that Mei wall is gone. There goes Psychopreds, taking up ground really quickly.
Yes, and the Firebirds, I'm like, switching to a double shield composition, and we will see Reinhardt just absolutely take out Psychopreds there, all the way to the back. But it will be Psychopreds that wins the battle, which means that the Colonels are without their main tank on point, with just under a minute left on the clock.
This is pretty scary right now. 2-on-2 on the point. Psychopreds taking out Adama. Oh!
We got Lunar Synergy having the flicks of his life over there as he Psychopreds and Aurelius team up to capture the point here. They should be able to get all 3 ticks before the Colonels can challenge again, and they will be moving on to the second half of the map.
Perfect. 2 minutes added to the time. That was close.
Very much so was. Firebirds, though, add a whole nother minute, 2 minutes to the clock, as they've got 2.5 minutes left to push all the way to the half point, and then I think they get another minute on the clock. We see Galahad switching off of Lucio and back to Ana because there is no need to move quickly to the points anymore.
Yeah, what's always interesting about Hyrule mats, you just turn from a control point to a payload or an escort.
But we see both the tanks go down, though, for the Firebirds early, which is going to slow down that push immensely.
Yeah, I'd say give about 40... Oh, no! About 45 seconds to a minute, so relatively only about 2 big pushes.
Absolutely. And the Firebirds, you know, Donut tried to hide, but missed the headshot to get a decent pick and was immediately punished for it.
And it looks like we have 3 ults on us right now. Psychopred's almost having there, and there goes Sigma popping his.
We will see the Firebirds use every weapon possible just to get a couple more meters on the push. The payload will get rid of that Maywall, which will be a big help. But again, I think the Firebirds' biggest key they gotta look for, that's a nice pick there by Lunar Synergy. Yeah, man, the aim on Lunar Synergy, best aim on Overwatch.
Absolutely crazy. I see for all these guys, it's just like they practice extremely hard, and you know, after this big break, I'm surprised that, you know, all that is. So there, Donut gets a snipe off of the Lucio.
You see the shatter, but it is blocked by the opposing Reinhardt.
There goes a much nail. Looks like not a lot of damage, but Donut falls.
Galvanijo able to shatter and then take out Psychopreds. Once again, the Firebirds without their main tank. It does seem like they might lose this push of Psychopreds. That Psychopreds are
big back and forth. 4v4 so far.
Oh man, it should add. This is where I missed the bearded man. He was always so much better at commentating these battles.
Oh no, you're perfect
for everything. Oh, that's a great ult there by Aurelius, unable to get sniped while he's in it. Firebirds will take out the off tank, but the main tank is going to be a problem until Psychopreds comes in and handles.
Great synergy so far. A lot of the Colonels are getting taken out.
Absolutely, and with just 30 seconds left on the clock, the Firebirds will reach the next point.
And about a minute added to the time. We are at about a minute 35 right now. So the Firebirds really got him. This is like the one and done play right here.
Absolutely. It's just kind of one humongous push that the Firebirds are going to have to play really smart on. They've only got one ult at their disposal. A lot of them are still like not even halfway there. Yeah, I gotta see them play very smart.
I'd watch out for that Diva though. That
Galvanizo getting 3 nice picks on the Firebirds.
Yeah, hopefully just a quick recenter for the Firebirds. They do have a minute left.
Yeah, there's definitely enough time for 1, maybe 2 more pushes. But that's more just for space. We're gonna need 1 really good push probably just to get all the way to point, and maybe even a little bit of overtime.
It looks like Vector switched to Doomfist from May. That's gonna be very interesting, very strong on defense, I'd say.
Absolutely. Firebirds getting taken out by that Diva bomb. They're going strategy. Then we see Donut flanking once again, unable to get a pick though.
A lot of damage done, but Vector quickly being healed up. Colonel's at full strength and gets taken out by the McCree.
That was a great play by Who's James. They're stunning Donut and then taking them out. We see Aurelius getting by that Doomfist, but able to handle them swiftly as Psychopreds gets a pick on the Diva.
5v4 so far. Lunar Synergy getting healed up.
We do see Donut has switched to Tracer, just kind of for that speed, I think, to get the field.
Oh, there goes the signals. This could be a...
And we will see the Firebirds now. Time is pushed on the puck. We're in overtime. Donut energy working together with that synergy as they will continue to move on.
Don't get out point. Keep on pushing.
We might see a great little stagger there by the Firebirds. Not quite able to get it, but they will push them away. As the Doomfist will just ult to get back. Oh! Point barely. And not quite able to be taken out by Donut as Vector will turn on them. Firebirds really on point, and they will not be able to.
That's all right. That's all right. Taking 2 ticks and pushing it all the way almost to the end. It's still a very good position to be in.
Absolutely it is. The Firebirds now to play defense, and frankly I think they're a better defensive team than they are offensive, so I'm looking forward to this.
I would say so. I always find it a little bit easier having a defense because if someone's offense isn't good, they're just running in uncoordinated. Not saying for a lot of these esports teams like they're going to be really really good, but just for me, like I think the last time I played it, either silver or gold, no one communicates.
Understandable.
And that's why attack's so much tougher, but having a great defense could mean the world right here.
As the Firebirds are right now trying to even up the series. Otherwise, if they fall here and they allow the Colonels to go that far, it will be match point for them.
Very interesting. So it looks like we're having a Baptiste, Hanzo, Ana, Orisa, Soldier 76, and a Sigma. Oh, Donut switching out for a Widowmaker. And for the Colonels, a Baptiste, Lucio, I want to say McCree, but I know it's not it. It's Cassidy, May, Diva, and oh god, I haven't.
Right. So Reinhardt, there we go. Hey, that's what we got. That's what we got preseason for. We're getting in the swing of things again. We're glad you're all tuning in to see us make our little mistakes. They'll be better by the time the season starts. We almost promise.
I wanted to say Mordekaiser from League, and I'm like, oh no, that is not it.
Patience.
We'll see if Donut's aim is about to be as on as Lunar Synergy is usually. Reinhardt, though, doing a great job of blocking off Donut's shots. The Firebirds will have to drop down from the high ground, it seems.
Taking over that nice little high ground flank is a really strong option for the Colonel, so it might be a little bit dangerous. They're going to set up a little... Oh, it looks like they're dropping... Oh, they're coming from behind?
Wow, very interesting play for the Colonels. The Firebirds do seem to be a little prepared for it, but now diving on the Donut. Donut may be able to get away. Is able to do so. Kicked off by Who's James as Chunky Ghost takes care of Galahad.
This is a very aggressive play right now. 3 minutes left.
Wow, great stuff there by the Colonels to just take care of point, and maybe it was the unorthodox push by them that threw the Firebirds off, but they will capture point with 3 minutes left on the clock still, so they're gonna have loads of time just to get halfway there. They're gonna have 5.5 minutes.
I have never seen that before. That was genius.
It really was, but we see a nice pick by Psycho Preds on Who's James. To start off, as Galahad and Nancakes will work together to take care of Diva.
Looks like Aurelia's taking out Vector, getting rid of that May early. That's going to be really good because it's a really big choke point with the archways.
Firebirds now working to hold the main choke. This is where probably a majority of the time should be put into if they're hoping to stop this Colonel push.
Yeah.
Because once they get past here, they do a really nice job of just... Once they get past here, I think the Colonels will do a really nice job of separating the Firebirds with that May again.
Oh! And a double kill for the Cassidy. And Chalky Ghost taking out Psycho Prez.
Yeah, that's a nice high noon right there by Cassidy as the Firebirds will be pushed back, having to fall back, only left with the TPS and supports.
Yeah,
and as I say that, down goes to the support.
Yeah, they're playing really strong and really fast, so hopefully the Firebirds, it doesn't look like they're switching out right now. The main choke point is lost, so let's see what they're going to do to get that time down. 4 minutes left on the clock.
Great Maywall there. Oh, Nijo just popping off again with the Reinhardt plays. We'll take care of almost everyone on the Firebirds, and it doesn't seem like Aurelius is going to make it either.
I don't want to call it early, but Kelvin Gino might get just MVP of this game.
I mean, amazing. We'll have to see there. I mean, Firebirds are going to have to put a really strong defensive setup up here.
No, Nancakes takes out Who's James. Donut taking a lot of damage.
Problem is the Firebirds are being so staggered right now by the Colonels. They need to just regroup as a team again.
Yeah.
We're starting to see that now. They're gathering right now behind the Orisa shield. We'll hope that provides enough, and they're going to see if they can take care of that.
Yeah, with that Orisa shield, that being a lot less health than Reinhardt, it's not going to take too much damage.
Oh, I mean, lucky for us, NECC had the immortality field to put the brunt of that Diva bomb. Right now, the Firebirds just in an all-out brawl. The Colonels able to push them back.
There we go. Get a little bit more momentum back in their step. I think right here the Firebirds are going to play a little bit more aggressively, trying to counteract their offensive line.
So here we go. 1 minute down. Probably about 4-5 more pushes to go. The Firebirds are going to have to hold off. We see the unorthodox approach once again by the Colonels as they're going to flank around to the back of the point. And catch the Firebirds almost completely off guard.
Yeah, almost pinching them in their place. Like, oh, no, 3 Firebirds go down. Looks like Psycho Preds is the next to go.
Wow. You know, one thing I do have to commend either the coach or the team as a whole for the Center College Colonels is they know their mix-up game. They are not committed to one strategy. They can switch it up on a pin drop.
And they're just taking space, you know?
Absolutely.
Playing that environment.
Oh, we see a nice little Firebirds though. Should be a full team kill if they can get that. Yeah. They were able to do so. So the Firebirds waste now another minute, but there's only 2 meters left. Yeah. Center College Colonels to go. It should be up to about 10 by the time the next fight starts though.
Yeah, this is a really scary. 3 minutes left on the clock. You're going to expect about 3 big pushes. And the amount of times they've been using unorthodox, like, strats, this is can be really scary.
Absolutely. And the Firebirds also having to play it safe, realizing that they can't let them back, which is very possible. Who's James is going to take out the tank, though, which is never good. Psycho Preds doing their best right now to try and make sure that there's still some cover for his team. Will it be enough, though, as we see NECC and Donut both waiting to respawn?
That's looking pretty even so far. Hopefully Firebirds can still stay alive.
Psycho Preds.
That wasn't very clutch. I love seeing the Diva just trying to go for the every single time. It's just, I don't know about that. Just that animation's really funny.
Absolutely. The Firebirds, they do a nice job of wasting another minute here. Getting a few more meters back on the clock. Lunar Synergy almost picked off. You don't really want to see that. You need everyone ready for the next push, and we see them go for the back cap, and it's called out early, luckily.
Yeah, they are really aggressive, and they're really picking these choices really fast on where they should go.
Absolutely, and they're going to create some space there with that May wall. Don't get rid of Galvanijo. Diva bubble, it's off, and it will take care of the threat, though. We see some great picks. Pancakes and Aurelius. Very nice. Firebirds are going to win this battle and waste another minute off the clock if we get a team kill. And maybe a waste of the May ult. Great job of the Firebirds. This is holding on. Minute and a half left. Probably about 2 more pushes for the Colonels. The Firebirds will have 2 ults at the ready.
All right, looks like they're going for the main push. Oh, but splitting up a little bit, doing a little bit of a hybrid thing.
We'll see Galaxy goes up.
Oh, and I think that's done win on right in time. Gets taken out quickly, but does do a lot. Oh, taking out Lucio, wicked.
And then we see the Firebirds taking out the tanks. Don't energy. Now NECC, every member of the team popping off right now. But the Firebirds can hold this point. They're going back far, though. This may be too much to give up in case they accidentally give up a pick.
Yeah, get back. Reset. 40 seconds left. It looks like it'll be one final push. And it looks like it'll be a full push as well.
Firebirds doing a great job on this last little segment of the map. They just need to hold it down for one more push. And we'll see if they can do that. We see Aurelius and Doomfist waiting to drop down on them. They weren't aware of it as Firebirds are going to get the drop on them with that ult. Take care of
the Winston ult. Lucky Black can take it. Oh, sacrifice it out.
Cornering the other one. That's a great play by Psycho Preds, keeping them off the point. Will it be enough? Firebirds have to now deal with the beat drop, and we are into OT.
lot of momentum coming up. It does not look like the Firebirds have this.
And sadly, I think the Firebirds are going to drop this, but they will try and take them off the point. As Aurelius can't quite get in there fast enough. Oh my God. Pick after pick, going trade after trade. It seems like the Colonels will handle the Firebirds here as they get 4 picks in a row. Just have to take care of Galahad, who's doing a great job of staying on point.
Come on, Lunar.
We see Lunar Synergy now trying to come in and get some picks. Aurelius makes it back to the point because the Firebirds will not give up this final line.
Come on, keep it pushing.
Push. We're almost on the back there. They climb line. You can get a pick.
Talk about.
Great crowd control to finish off that round by the Roadhog. Center College, you know, impressive. Impressive.
Great.
Mix-ups are insane, and they were able to eventually clutch up. Great job by the Firebirds, though, to hold the line for 4 minutes straight.
And play the game also going over to Galvin. Galvin, just a wicked good play. A lot of 4Ks, I'd say.
Yeah, very, very incredible by the Center College there.
But I will say, in a positive light, the Firebirds did hold that point about 4 or 5 great pushes.
Yes.
So if they can keep that going for this next map, you know, we could be looking at a 2-2. But best case scenario. But I'd like to be hopeful.
But the Firebirds currently are down now 2-0, which means the next map will be match point for them. We'll be right back with it as we wait for the map ban. Thank you.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
And we're back, Firebirds, on Watchpoint Gibraltar. We got the escort map all picked out. And the Firebirds did throw some subs in. We will be seeing JT Lule, the freshman, new face. We'll see Donut, we'll see Fuzzy, another new face, Psychopreds, Aurelius, an old new face. I'm going to start mispronouncing, I think I'm going to call him Oregano, Oreos, Augmented Reality.
I would probably do the same.
By me. And then Shinbone, which I'm very excited to see Shinbone play right now because we have not seen much Genji at all from the Firebirds. And I really enjoy Genji, so I'm excited to see how that plays out. Donut on DPS as well now instead of tank. I think they were playing last round.
I'm playing a little bit with the how do you say the board. I'm just gonna go with that.
Well, yeah, the chalkboard there.
The board.
Firebirds we'll have Lucio, Baptiste, Bastion.
Oh wait, switching that to
whatever.
Psychopreds training for Winston. They're doing that quickly.
Lule on Lucio, Donut on Doomfist. Yeah, I'm liking the alliteration so far. Fuzzy on Ana, ruins our alliteration. Psychopreds on Winston, Aurelius on Sigma, Shinbone on Genji, and the Colonels do not seem to have any substitutions, but they will switch their comp around as they've got Winston, Diva, Genji as well. Ash, which we also haven't seen that much at all. Mercy and Ana. Firebirds, though, starting off their push really strong, doing a great job of getting under the bridge.
It's funny that they have Ash in like 3 different games. Not like the same character, but the same name. They got one for League of Legends, they got one for here, and they've got one for, there's one more. R6, yeah, that's it.
Oh, is there an Ash in R6 as well?
Yeah.
Wouldn't know. Terrible at R6, never played it. Actually, that's not true.
We'll play after this.
I played it one time, and it didn't work.
Psychopreds taking a little nap in front of the enemy.
Firebirds right back.
Oh, wow. Vents are getting a double kill on Donut and Fuzzy. Aurelius taking out Chunky Ghost.
Wow, that's some great pick there by the Colonels as they will force the Firebirds to fall back. Aurelius might not be able to get away and is not able to. Therefore, there is a stagger going on with the Firebirds, which is going to waste even more time. Fuzzy just kind of hiding back, making sure the rest of the team can make it out first.
But still making better time than the last map. Still a little bit ahead, but hopefully they can just shut this out right now to get every single second of time they can get out. And Donut gets...
Oh, nice little play by Donut there, just cheekily hiding back there.
Oh, I love that. Oh, but Galvin Nijo taking out Fuzzy, and it was James Psychopreds. But Donut is not having it. Getting mad at the Winston, knocking him back a little bit.
Firebirds doing what they can. They've got almost all ults at their disposal going into this next fight. They should be able to stagger them and get a nice little push going.
Donut almost finding the Genji again.
Now we see a Genji ultimate. We got the Dragon Blade used on almost both sides. Devil was taken out. That's some great play by Shinbone. Coming together with the double ult. Able to get 4 out of 5 of them. This should allow them to push to the next point, I would hope.
I would hope.
But here we go. I see the Colonels on screen already almost back there, ready for the final fight.
Oh, there goes Donut.
And the Firebirds will not be able to immediately get it as there is a contest on the point. Donut will quickly take care of Vector, though. Firebirds will use another ult as in Aurelius is to try and take care of a few more and make sure we can push the point there. And there's a Diva Bomb. Great little Winston placement there by Donut. Shinbone now getting that beat drop little buff there, trying to make sure that his team can just get the last 3 meters needed as we approach the final 30 seconds here. Firebirds get a pick on Vector as Fuzzy gets it. Psychopred now ulting will get the mech from Blaku Blaku and finish off Blaku Blaku, and they will get the extra minute and a half, 2 minutes from reaching point number 1.
2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, so they got a lot of time to work with, but this next choke point is going to be a little bit difficult.
Absolutely, it will be, especially because of how many times that the Colonels can just drop from the hatch, which we know they like to mix it up a lot and they're kind of unorthodox strategies. And I've rarely seen battles happen on top of the That's very, very fun to see. The Firebirds will get the pick out of that one.
Yeah, it looks like they're expecting that.
There by Aurelius to get Mercy before the res. Not quite able to do it though. Fuzzy making sure the full team gets healed before going back in the fight. That's a nice pick from the Dragon Blade. Shinbone unable to get any more though. Might get this out of here. That's some great heals. Now we have a Meteor Strike coming down from the Colonels, and they will get 2 Firebirds, which should slow down this push quite a bit.
But a minute 45 left on the clock. They still got a lot of time to work with, but this is probably one of the most difficult spots, just because they have to work through that entire upper section where the Colonels can drop down on them, or just doing a nice little split push.
Firebirds got probably about 2 pushes left on this point. They're very close once again. So we'll see if they can work some magic and make it happen. And this isn't even talking about the magic they'll have to work just for the rest of the night, as the Firebirds are 1 loss away from losing their first match. They need to pull off the reverse sweep to start off their season if they hope to go 1-0.
Which I think we might have done before. So I gotta hope. Psychopred's taking out Vector. That's a good start. Oh, and also their Mercy as well.
That's a great ult by Psychopreds, being able to take out that man. The Graviton Flux will be capturing this point, I believe. We will see a Diva Bomb, but I think the shield is in the way. Great use of natural cover. And Lule will also beat drop just to make sure the Firebirds are safe. Now we're seeing a little bit of banter there by Blaku Blaku.
Yeah, just a little bit of banter.
A little bit of banter. Firebirds now working on taking some high ground to make sure they can drop down on the Colonels when they're least suspecting. I see Doomfist into the back line. We'll see if that has any effect on anything. This Donut is, going for that little back push like they always do. Oh, gunned out of the air. I'll recover though to get back behind the shields.
Yeah, it looks like Donut's trying to do exactly what the Colonels are doing, and a big push coming up, a lot of momentum being gained, and they are 4 meters away, 1 meter away, less than a meter away.
Will they be able to get it though? They just need to push them off point one more time. Here we go. Get rid of Ryan. Another one coming back. We'll see if Psychopred decides to ult, and there it is. Knocking out point of the Firebirds will go the whole distance in round 1.
And a minute left on the clock. That's going to be time just in case that the Colonels take it all the way as well.
Absolutely.
So we can work with that.
We can work with that.
That is great.
So the Firebirds at least guaranteeing themselves extra rounds over time. But they're hoping to put a stop to it right here and move on to map number 4.
Yeah, that's the hope. So yeah, the main things that I'm seeing from the Colonels is just aggressive play and just a really good ways of using the map, because everyone likes going meta just right down the road, and they like doing 6-man pushes, like going out to the side, using just using the terrain, using the air.
Yes, absolutely. They do a great job of understanding the landscape and making sure they use it to their advantage. And we'll see if they've got some cheeky strategies coming coming toward the Firebirds here, as the next round is going to begin with the lineup being Lucio for the Firebirds, Donut for the Firebirds. Donut, Doomfist. The donuts and the few words mix me up. Fuzzy on Ana. We got Psycho Preds on Winston again. There he is in his glory. Aurelius on Sigma, and Shinbone playing Genji. I love that bio camera guy going around for the Colonels. We got Galvanijo on Winston, Blacku on Diva, Vector on Genji. Who's James playing? Symmetra, which will be an interesting pick to see how that works out.
Especially on attack too. That's I don't see that too much, because originally Symmetra was kind of like that support defensive character.
Absolutely.
Same with Torbjorn, so let's see what happens.
And then they've also got a Mercy and an Ana rounding out their supports.
Psychopath's taking a lot of damage so far. Getting healed up almost in no time.
Yeah, I think the big key for the Firebirds here is protecting the tanks and making sure. Wow, that was a great sleep by Chonky Go to make sure that there was no dive.
And it's a really quick flick too. Like, yeah, but that initial aggression is just the exact same that we've been seeing all night from the Colonels, and it'll get them a lot of distance before the. Just chilling out a little bit
of downtime before the next fight. Firebirds will be going for a bit of a high ground push with the Reaper. Donut trying to creep on in. We'll see if he can. Nope, he's spotted by Genji, who's going to get away before Donut can get the push off. Oh, will dive the Ana, and they will not be able to pick there. In fact, Donut will be the one picked off by who's James.
Yeah, that Genji just hanging onto their back was just really, really annoying to deal with. Oh, Fuzzy getting taken out by Winston. Shinbo taking Johnny Goes.
Double ults going on right now by the Firebirds. As we got Mercy using the, I believe is the name of that ult?
Yeah, I think so.
And then the front raid by Psycho Preds.
Oh, Shinbone getting his third kill. Very nice. Yeah, trying to get a lot of that time down, but here comes a big push.
Yeah, so Firebirds getting it down to 2 here. We will see Chonky Ghost go for the Nano right off the gate. I don't know who they hit, but we will see a Genji blade as well. It might be a Nano blade going on. No, it was Winston that was hit with the Nano blade.
Oh, and there goes our Sigma ult. Going to take it out the Ana.
Doing a great job of diving away from that Diva bomb. Trying to take care of the tank now. We'll be able to do that as the Firebirds will push the Colonels back once again.
That's going to be good. It looks like I'm going to say about 1 or 2 more pushes left, as a minute 20 is left on the clock.
Granted, we have seen the Colonels pull little tricks out of their hats, so I'm excited to see what happens here and how the Firebirds are going to deal with it. I like the Firebirds having one always going a little bit forward for that info gathering now to make sure that they're not pulling anything crazy off.
Yeah, but it looks like the Colonels are going to be taking advantage of that terrain again, but Psychopress jumping into the fight. There we go, there's 2 picks.
Now Chonky Ghost, now Blacku, and goodbye Galvanijo. The Firebirds stagger out Vector to just absolutely team wipe the Colonels.
Yeah, and this has to be a really quick push. 40 seconds left. Here comes Yash very quickly. Going up there, throwing the bomb. Hello. Hi. Uh-oh, but looks like Ash has bomb. All right, 20 seconds. Let's see if the Firebirds can hold it. There's 2 picks already. There's 3. Wow. Did not get bomb
right here.
Enemies.
Able to go back and pick off the support. Wow.
I'm thinking Donut might be having played the game right now.
Oh, if we
Mercy flying away.
It's a great chase. Grab the top. Come on. Oh, wow. Shit.
That's Mercy's top. There we go. Here's Bob.
Nice plays by Psycho Preds.
I'm seeing a lot of Firebirds in the feed, and there we go.
And Firebirds Map number 3. Able to get it, lock it down, take care of pushes really before they started, and I think that's the key for the Firebirds there. They didn't give a lot of time to the Colonels to let them set up crazy plays or crazy flanks.
Yeah.
Shinbone was the play of the game. He's a the Genji blade. Love seeing Genji. There we go. 2 picks, 3 picks. Wow.
You
Great
love
job.
to see that.
You do indeed. We will be heading to another break before map number 4, so we'll see you in just a bit.
Epic.
Excellent.
Now entering King's Row. Initiating match.
Welcome back, Firebirds, for map number 4, as we've got the Firebirds now down in the series only 2-1, as they're hoping to make the reverse sweep on the first night of the NECC Scrim series. That's a mouthful, and I gotta get better with that.
But that was good. That was really good.
We
Yeah,
tried
I
our
would have
best.
messed that up so bad.
Firebirds do throw in some more substitutions because, you know, they're just trying to get, you know, compositions figured out, see what works, what doesn't. We got NECC back in. We got NECC on Baptiste.
Oh, Donut's swapping.
Donut's gonna swap around. I'm not gonna say what Donut's playing until the round starts. Donut, Fuzzy, Psychoprez, Lunar Synergy, and Shinbone.
Incoming.
No subs still for the Colonels, so we'll see how that goes for them, as they are going to be running Reinhardt, Zarya, Hanzo, Cassidy, Lucio, and Baptiste.
Really solid. Looks like they're doing a little team ritual. Looks like over there with some sprays.
All right, I'm gonna hope the Firebirds are locked. Now we got NECC on Baptiste. We got Donut on Reinhardt. Oh my! Caught it just in time. Fuzzy on Ana, Psychoprez on Zarya there, and then we got Lunar Synergy on Cassidy, as well as Shinbone playing Hanzo.
And this map, oh,
A great pick as Shinbone takes out the opposing DPS.
damn, this map will be on King's Row, another hybrid map. So they'll be starting off as this control point, and then moving on to a payload slash or escort map, as they say in Overwatch. Oh, but taking away that first tick.
Firebirds are attacking again first. They are able to get rid of Vector and the Immortality Field. Galvanito, the main tank, is down for the Colonels. The Firebirds have a great chance of capitalizing right now.
Yeah.
Lunar Synergy, two amazing shots. And Firebirds will capture the first point.
Yeah, and doubling it with that Baptiste. Defense matrix. Isn't it? No, that's
Yes, I believe it is Defense Matrix.
Or is that Divas?
Oh no, you're right. Defense. I just call it window. I just call it window.
I'm gonna go with that.
I just call it window.
It's been so long. I do love this game though. I can't wait for the second one. Oh, it's gonna be wicked. Yeah, but taking away, getting early pressure on that first choke right there. That's a really smart play by the Firebirds. Back to taking out Lunar Synergy. Oh, and there goes the Dragons. Shadow not gonna be finding anyone. And the
Firebirds doing what they can this time. Here comes our this little natural cover spot right now. Colonels, once again, they're doing a great job of using the surroundings. Oh, great block on the shatter there by the Colonels, Galvanito.
yeah, it was only nice for the Shatter front our team to also go into a shield.
Exactly. The Firebirds trying to push along this little corner point, but it's proving to be very hard due to this natural cover on the left. Firebirds are getting spread out right now. Hopefully they can recover, but don't seem like they'll be able to, as they will be fully team wiped almost, aside from NECC and Donut. Yeah, as I say it, down goes Donut, but NECC will get out of there.
Firebirds still have about 4 minutes, so we can expect at least, I'd say about 5 to 6 good pushes here. Oh, but Vector easily taking out NECC. That's going to set them back a little bit. They're just going to try and get some of the shields down. Maybe just get some damage. But nothing much you can do without your second healer, especially with those immortality shields.
Absolutely, and the Firebirds now stuck at a really tough choke point to take. They had a really good chance earlier because they were able to push past it immediately while having someone watch the point. And now that they have it over again, it's going to be really tough. They will defend a few ults. Dona tries to get in there and get a pick, but not quite able to, as the Firebirds are pushed right back to their spawn, staggered around, and handled completely as the Colonels just wiped them.
Yeah, that was really tough, but everyone kind of used their ults right there. Psychoprez does have their Graviton Surge, and it looks like the Colonels have 2 ults right now, Baptiste and the Cassidy.
So we'll see if they can use that to the advantage here. Now we see the high noon use. The shield is down. And there goes Donut.
Oh, with the flash? Oh, NECC, they, oh!
Wow, it's a great quick pick on the Immortality field by Vector. Firebirds almost pushed completely back to the capture point.
Oh!
Finally able to take some space with that Graviton field. The Immortality Field will make it so that there will be no hits quite yet. But the Firebird's very happy to finally get past that initial choke, and they'll push as far as they can. As long as that Rhine shield is still up, you're gonna see him walking forward still. Oh, live on one for a few seconds, making it seem like he'll slip away. Not quite able to though.
And Dragons are ready for Shinbone. And we have 4 ultimates for the Firebirds. Oh! What an ult! And another one to back it up.
One. We're seeing the DPS just trying their best.
The one strike. I like it.
Firebirds now at another tough choke. They breeze past those middle points, but once you get to these corners and tough little closed areas, they've been shown to struggle just a little bit of getting their teams through there without having to expend a couple of ults.
Synergy with a very but the Immortality Shield right away. Very smart. The Donut taken out. Enemy Reinhardt. Shinbone taking out the enemy.
We will see the beat drop there by the Colonels, which will keep them alive. Now we see the gravity. Oh my gosh!
There we
Great
go.
plays by Psycho Prez, making sure to get that energy beam up to about 80%. Trying to keep it as high as possible. Firebirds will take the second point.
And minute 30 will be added to the time for a total of 2 minutes and 30 seconds to push and get this final point.
So here we go, the Firebirds now begin to push in. They get past that initial corner with the payload. They can use the payload as sort of a natural cover now to try and get around some shots that are coming.
Yeah.
We'll see Donut trying to do that. Still holding up the shield for the team, making sure that he can attack Hill. But who is James winning the Cassidy difference battle there in terms of aim, taking out Lunar Synergy. And now the Colonel will continue to push further and further.
Right now, the Colonels are trying to push them as far back as they can. They realize that they've overextended. They're going to try and get back before there's any picks on them. Oh, but the Reinhardt is out of position. And it's taken out very quickly. Donut taken out 2 with a
2 with 1.
the fire. Fire move.
Fire strike. There we go.
Oh, it has been a long summer of League that I have barely had any time to play a lot of Overwatch.
I agree too. I was working a lot and playing Rocket League, so Overwatch was not exactly at the forefront of my mind.
Oh, but it is good to be back. Dante's and Shinbone taking out a few.
Ooh, that's a great combo by Hector. Firebird off very far. They may just have to fall back for this one. Donut not quite able to. Fuzzy probably gonna get stagger killed here.
Yeah.
That's a great stagger there by the Colonels, now forcing the Firebirds to take even more time. This may be their last push here, and they gotta hope to just make it to the very end.
Still pretty far, but we said the same thing on Blizzard World, and the Colonels did take it all the way, so hopefully they can do a one and done, but they have 40 seconds to do it. There goes a wicked good
Pirates using that natural cover once again, trying to just buy themselves a little bit of time. They're down to 30 seconds though. Donut's got to be getting this push now. But here we go with the Firebirds trying to get around that top
5 seconds. Here he goes.
We see him being nano boosted. We'll see if they can get all the way to the point. They make it past the corner. One taking high ground. They're pushing back farther. We see a beat drop. The Firebirds doing their best to try and stay alive. They're clutching mortality. And there from Lunar Synergy. Firebirds will be able to counter with some ults they were able to gain during that push by Donut. Though to get them back to the point, it will. Though they're looking to be in a bit of shambles in terms of health.
5 meters, 2 meters
further. Firebirds just on that last spot there. Galvanizio will get a couple picks there with the Earth Shatter.
So being contested, Chonky go. Oh, and it looks like that'll be it. Pretty good though. 67 meters.
67. Not bad at all. Firebirds do a great job. It does mean that they will have to hold the Colonels back from the exact point that they were at, because if the Colonels reach that exact same point, Firebirds will automatically lose match number 4 and match number 1.
A little bit of anxiety, yeah, that they have to deal with. They cannot let the Colonels push it all the way, but they do have a pretty good hold on, and their defense and the last one for Walsh Point Gibraltar. It's just been
Exactly.
really good. So hopefully same thing
Hopefully
here.
they lock down on defense here. I'm interested to possibly see a Bastion boat from the Colonels. I think that would be very interesting to see, just with how unorthodox they seem to play.
Ready for
Does not seem like we're gonna get it,
But a Widowmaker.
but a Widow
Sniper
playing that,
DPS.
that is true. Yes, Vector and Widowmaker. They do have a hit scan and a regular projectile hero, so we'll hope for the best here for the Firebirds taking care of that, as the Firebirds will run their usual line.
And Psychopred's looking to do a little bit of some gravity jumps with their right click. Just chilling out.
Psychopred's trying to do some damage the moment they come out of there. Should be very interesting to see.
They're just doing a little bit of taunting. Or maybe trying to make some friends over there, just seeing if anyone's in the window. It looks like no one has changed their comp so far, so we're gonna go with that.
Alright, and there we go.
Widowmaker
No
on the top.
donut being cheeky last second from me this time. Firebirds now just have to hold off for 3 minutes and 50 seconds for this first point.
Alright. Donut going in for a little bit of aggression.
Firebirds do a nice job of holding space and making sure that they're at least maintaining their main tank, which is going to be very important going forward. Colonel's making great use of, once again, I just got to commend the Colonels, using natural cover extremely well.
I know.
Making sure that they're only using their shields when they're trying to push forward.
But it's a little bit scary behind that statue because there's so many different places and it's a round object. So it's going to be really difficult. It looks like they're not having too much trouble.
And they will actually take care of Donut and Nancake.
Yeah.
That's going to be very tough losses for the Firebirds. They may lose point number 1 right here.
Yeah, it does look like it's 3 minutes left on the clock, and all the Firebirds are getting pushed almost to the second checkpoint.
Yeah, that is crazy how much space the Colonels are able to take right now. We have Reinhardt over there. He's waiting. He's waiting for him to come by so he can get a little charge kill.
Yeah, 5 minutes on the clock for the Colonels. This is going to be a
Oh man, the Firebirds are not aware. They're not aware.
Yeah, and they're out of position too. The Colonel's taking up a lot of space, only having one person on point. Uh-oh, Donut.
Oh, it's not looking good.
Look to
They're
the left,
waiting.
yeah.
We're waiting.
Look
Oh, but
to
the
the
Firebirds
left.
seem to be changing up their strategy a little bit. Might come down right behind them. A little check to make sure they're not.
But Reinhardt,
Oh, and there's the out. He's finally figuring it out. Because he has to jump on out of there. I have a bias for the Firebirds, but I was hoping there was going to be some sort of cheeky play.
I did kind of want to.
Lunar Synergy getting completely blocked on that ult, though, by the cart. So that stinks, but the Firebirds are able to still get a nice little team wipe there on the Colonels.
First push down, about 4, maybe 5 to go.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that
we'll
would-
see if Firebirds can hold them off for 4 straight minutes.
It's gonna be really tough to do so, but it looks like the Firebirds took that ground back. So it's gonna give them at least the best advantage they can get. But very quickly, the Colonels are pushing them out of position again. Vector getting a double kill. Shinbone taking out their Reinhardt.
Lunar Synergy almost getting picked off and does eventually by Vector. But Vector playing extremely well right here.
Uh-oh.
The Firebirds will be pushed back. It does look like they are going to lose point number 2, which is going to leave them in the same spot they were in the last time. And they're going to have to pull it off for real this time, otherwise the match is over. They are going to be left with about 5 minutes. Oh, but just with 0.8 left, we do see a contest.
Smart. Good play. Oh,
Firebirds unable to do it, so yes, for 4 minutes and 30 seconds, they are going to have to hold them off from the last about 20 meters of that point, but they are getting pushed all the way back to their spawn. That's going to be a lot of space. It may get them around that tough choke of a corner.
yes. Yeah, it's going to be really tough right now for the Firebirds. They got to have a really wicked good hold for 4 minutes.
You see Fuzzy switching to Zenyatta. You see if that pick really changes anything. Going for a little bit of a damage boost for the Firebirds.
Yeah, hopefully just to melt. You more.
Nice pick, and that Pancakes takes out Who's James before the high noon can go off. We see the Firebirds pushing them back around that corner, which is going to be very advantageous for them, as we saw the Colonels use that corner to their advantage quite a bit there in the last half of the round.
That's interesting in King's Row. There's corners on both sides, so it's really nice to use the random.
Nice little pick there by Lunar Synergy.
Very nice. Push him back.
Now a minute already wasted off the clock. Firebirds got that first push taken care of. They've still probably got about 3 or 4 more to fight off.
Yeah, and looks like they're wasting no time. Here come the tanks. But it's just like what you were saying before, is that those walls are great cover, especially with that card.
Absolutely. Commending Psychopets, by the way. He's been sitting on about 100 charge for that weapon. Yeah. A decent amount of this match. So absolutely melting anyone that he will touch.
You do not want to make Psychopets mad.
Donut has the shatter at the ready. We'll see gravity bomb used by the Colonels. Power, but there is an immortality field, but the Firebirds will still take out 2, 3, maybe 4, and 5. But the Firebirds will get the team kill. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. See a little creep around there by Donut celebrating that one. They're feeling good.
I always forget that that kind of goes underneath the phalanx as well.
It does.
That was very smart. They could barely see Donut going in there for the shatter. Oh, but it looks like they're going to try and take that space back again. They are extremely good at that. I cannot say that enough. And Arisa is going to be on their team as well.
We'll see a beat drop though there by the Colonels. The Firebirds are all on low health, and Pancakes had already blown the immortality field.
Here we go.
And Pancakes push back against Hector. And they are able to get him back around the corner again. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock, and we got to see if the Firebirds can pull this one out.
My ultimate is charging.
Alright, here comes Reinhardt again. The tanks are back.
There's the window by Baptiste. We'll see if the Firebirds can keep him at this corner. It's the toughest part. Shinmon drops the ult. Pancakes drops the window. Fuzzy gets a pick. Shinmon takes care of the immortality field. And Chunky goes while he's at it. And let's see a Zenyatta. Absolutely wrecked that Reinhardt there. And then ulting to make sure the team can stay okay. Pushing them back once again. Getting the... What a great play by Fuzzy there.
Oh!
A wonderful sequence. The Colonel's down to
very nice.
1 or 2 pushes left. They don't realize that there's 2 of the Colonels, though. We're hiding there, just kind of waiting back, and now they're going in.
All right, here comes that last aggression. It looks like Donut having the charge.
A little different. It will be a key here, and it definitely, this will be the final push here for the Colonels. And probably wait around that corner, just organize their plan a little bit. Alright, someone's got to get rid of that.
Hopefully.
There it is. So goes crazy.
Come on. There we go.
They should be able to lock this down.
Yeah.
We'll see if anyone, we got a wrecking ball coming. They're trying to push and make that space.
5 seconds.
5 seconds though for the right there. I don't think it's really possible. We will see them make it. Push overtime. Great play by the Colonels. Lunar Synergy hiding in the corner just past that gap. And the Firebirds will take map number 4. Carthage wins map number 4. We're going to game 5. We'll see if the Firebirds can pull it off. The reverse sweep. Who's got our play of the game? We're giving it to Psychopets.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Right here, yeah, that 100% charge. Most of the map here.
Oh,
Great ult followed by a triple quadruple kill.
that was amazing.
Oh, we're nothing but excitement here, but the Firebirds will be back for a control point which it will be interesting to see. Because we had a nice little control point battle on map number 1. Pendulum is swinging in favor of the Firebirds right now, so we'll see what happens when we get back.
traveling to Nepal.
Drama coming up in the first match of the season. We're heading to Game 5. Stakes are high. A little bit of Game 5 action. Firebirds attempting to pull off a reverse sweep in their first match of the season.
You know, I kind of called that this, or we both kind of called that this was gonna happen. Why does it always happen to us? Like, we end up with these 2-2 situations. You know,
Firebirds like pulling the Reggie Gigas. They got the slow start, man. There's just some things that Firebirds like to wait to start to turn up.
that's Pokemon, right?
That is Pokemon.
Okay, I just wanted to make
For
sure.
those of you lost
like-
on the reference,
I was like, Reggie Ice,
Gigas is a
Reggie Steel.
Pokemon.
He's slow?
Yeah, his ability is called Slow Start, so he gets a huge debuff and attacks at the start of the game, but after like 3 rounds.
But isn't he like the strongest of the 3?
Exactly, which is why he has that debuff called Slow
Oh, that
Enough
makes
nerdiness
sense.
from
I
me.
want to talk about that more. That is crazy. And I okay, never mind.
Firebirds got Galahad back in on Ana, Donut on Reinhardt, Fuzzy on Lucio, Psycho Prez on Zarya, Lunar Synergy on Cassidy, and Shinbone on Reaper. As we go to control point here in Nepal. I think this is Nepal.
Oh, but now the May is back. Vector quickly bringing it back.
Yeah, Vector on May is going to be the biggest challenge for these Firebirds, as Galvanizo will roll through first. These Firebirds do not seem like they'll be the first ones to capture the point at all, as the Colonels just kind of roll through the Firebirds to start the map off. Hopefully that shook the Firebirds awake a little bit.
Yeah, that will not be an easy fight. Yeah, just that same thing saying all night, just taking care of that space and that momentum. It's just been insane. These are definitely great opponents and a great start to the season.
Absolutely, and here we go. We got the Firebirds trying to push in. They're getting separated by that May wall, though. But they will get a couple picks. More than a couple now as they take out Vector. And we go. Shinbone going absolutely bananas right now. As they will take point before it reaches 26.
Very nice. That was a quick retake.
It was a nice retake. Donut electing to stay in the Baby Diva form. Unlike we've seen the opposing Blacker do. Lunar Synergy almost at ult. We've got Donut almost back in the mech. Fuzzy getting toward that ult as well. For the Colonels, we got just about everyone getting kind of close to ult. Specifically, Baptiste basically has it. Ooh, there's the May wall separating the field again, followed by the Symmetra wall as well. It's just great area control by the Colonels. And we see Fuzzy go for that ult to try and keep this fight alive for the Firebirds. Not going to be able to do so. Blocking teams up with Vector to get a nice 4-piece there against the Firebirds.
Yeah, it's just been a great... Oh. It's been a great battle so
make sure
far.
that stagger doesn't quite happen. Firebirds now back at another tough choke. We'll see how it goes for them. You know, one thing I do commend these Colonels. They are doing a great job of taking every inch of space given.
Yeah.
Haven't quite overextended too often. Look at these Shinbone teleport on in, give him that backline. That's going to create the space to allow the Firebirds to kind of start to get in. But a great beat drop by the opposing Lucio is not going to get him, not going to allow them to cross the line.
Yeah, it's 65% right now for the Colonels. This is a really rough position for the Firebirds. I'd say about 1 good push to 2 max.
Absolutely, as the Firebirds just can't quite get in there as the timer approaches 80%. Shinbone
like
going in
them-
for a huge flank. It'll be very interesting.
And with Vector
Blossom using the huge flank. Quadruple kill. Quintuple as the Firebirds will get out of there and get onto the point, I'm sure.
that was a perfect play, and so one thing you can do to stop them, they are overextended, and there's easy flanks around. I saw that Psycho Prez went in and jumped in, and Shinbone on the other side just trying to sandwich them in, attacking from all sides.
The pick off by Shinbone to get in that back line. line, not quite able to capitalize, but the idea was definitely there, as the Firebirds will take care of almost Baby Diva. Now they should be able to. There it is. As they push all of them around, Firebirds now also approaching 75%. Can't really give up the point one more time though, or else it will probably be game for them.
Yeah, it looks like
They all wait for this May to just be there and immediately take care of her.
yeah, one more good push, I'd say, from the Colonels.
Absolutely.
Oh, but Psychopath is now hiding in the corner now too.
Well, I'm sure they'll check it this time.
Oh, going the other way. Psychopath might make a quick rotate. Yep, there he is. But May is gonna stop him in his tracks and put a wall.
Yeah, we see the May wall to cut off, dropping down. All the high noon.
Oh no!
Oh, the beautiful Symmetra wall. Wow, it's in time. And now we've got a Diva Bomb to deal with. It will get Galahad. We are in overtime here as the Firebirds are trying to just hold the point a little longer. There's the death bomb. Take round one. Firebirds up 1-0 on map number 5. They just need one more round to close out the first match of the season.
It has been that was just such a great round. It went both ways, and I have no words. I have no words. The Firebirds are starting to catch on to the comp. They have a few different things to do to try and negate that, and that one, like we saw before, is just to sandwich them in, having two flankers around and attacking from all angles. Very smart. And having the Reaper and having the Winston just stay behind, just sneaking around, getting the back lines before. So when they're pushing up, overextending, there's another one right on the tail. Just really, really, really smart.
Absolutely. We'll see if there's any change in compositions, not for the Colonels and not for the Firebirds either. So we'll see how this goes as they're running the same heroes on round number 2. Once again, the Colonels, they just do a great job of just getting to that point immediately. They want to win the first fight before that first point is even unlocked. And you know, it's a rushdown tactic that I don't think the Firebirds have gone up against too often.
Yeah, it's really smart too, because then it's kind of like playing chess. You take that center, what was it, the 4 squares? Yeah, that's it. And then you can kind of move wherever you want from there. So it's a really smart tactic. And just like commitment every single time has been crazy. Looks like 2 Firebirds will fall, but Shinbo taking out, who's James? Becky taking out Diana.
Great play by Psychopress to almost stay alive at the end of that.
Almost like that landing.
Firebirds gotta get another attack going, trying to get that early retake. Shinbone just waiting it out. No one's coming up there for him. We hear footsteps all around. Still good though. We're waiting in this corner for the Firebirds to be back for the push. Not quite out of Death Blossom, but this would have been a great chance to have one if he did. He's waiting up top now. Hasn't been spotted yet. Finally seen. Just in time for the Firebirds to make it. Taken out pretty quickly though, as well as Psychopaths. Fuzzy also laid down, as well as Galahad. And the Colonels do a great job of just rolling through the Firebirds there. They do expend a beat drop, which will be interesting if that comes back to bite them, and they pretty much had that battle secured already.
Yeah. It's gonna be really interesting. Now we have a Pharah by Shinbone switching out from Reaper.
Yeah, we'll see if that also has
the
that
damage.
Because I think they're starting to realize that the Colonels like to stay grouped up very much so. So Shinbone going on to Pharah is a really good pick in terms of getting that splash damage down and making sure that you're doing as much DPS as possible.
I'm surprised they didn't do that earlier, or like having a jump threat would be really.
Oh, and a great job by Psychopath to get those turrets and then get nano boosted. Can't quite get a pick with that Lunar Synergy high noon.
From Shinbone.
Oh, and Shinbone getting locked out today. Firebirds losing numbers quickly. Fuzzy popped. Oh, not going to be enough.
Yeah.
As it seems like the Colonels will take round number 2. Lunar Synergy trying to get there quickly. Down goes the timer. I think he'll make it, and there's Donut. No! I don't know about that one, Coach. I don't know about that one, indeed.
That was still pretty good. That was still very good.
You made it to point.
I mean, how can you?
I know. Like, listen, haters will say that round is over, but I know the truth. This is why we're going to Overwatch 2.
Oh, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Of course.
1-1.
Get map 5, 1-1. All the marbles on the line right here.
And let's see what happens. Roadhog is going to be swapped out. Or sorry, Winston swapped out for Roadhog. And Fuzzy's going to... It looks like it's going... oh, nope, Zenyatta. I really need to stop talking when they start
They just do whatever they want to. Donut trying to establish that presence on the point early.
Yeah, but without a
Not quite able to fast. With everyone else having to be there a little slower. Trying to get these picks. They got 5 seconds for the problems. That's not good. As Donut is going to be completely.
But takes a factor.
A great immortality field, actually, by Galahad to get through that ice wall. Nice pick on the. What did I say? Pick. Nice pick on the immortality field by Shinbo. As the Firebirds are up in the numbers game, trying to get that pick. That's a misclick by Psycho Preds. Chonky was able to get Fuzzy. It seems like the Firebirds are going to have to fall back here as they just don't have control of point.
All right, now we're going to
Firebirds on their left with the Maywall. Wow! What an ultimate by Shinbone there. The Maywall works against the Colonels in that time.
Yeah, what a great play. I was just waiting for it because there's nothing much that the Colonels can do except for Cassie to take out that Pharah, so it's just perfect. And it looks like Firebirds will have 15% and the Colonel's at 30, so still have a little bit of an advantage. Donut taking a lot of damage, however.
Yeah, Donut needing to get some heals. Does get the old farming.
Nice.
Fuzzy trying to keep everyone alive on point. Able to get the Galvanizo as well as that. Earth Shatter. Donut gets another. Donut gets 3. Lunar Synergy. And there's a team kill by the Firebirds. Able to just handle that swiftly.
I'd say about 2 more good pushes.
Yeah, I'd say 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Definitely for the Colonels. We'll see if the Firebirds can lock it down. This is where you've got to start icing up here as the Firebirds are pause. As we may be hitting a pause right now. We are hitting a pause.
All better.
Oh, I don't know what that pause is for, but we're going to continue. Oh, Vector taking out Shinbone super early. That is not good.
Interesting situation there. The Firebirds will walk away with a little more percentage. But that did allow them to take the Firebirds off guard there.
Yeah. Colonel's at 45 and Firebirds at 75.
You know, the Firebirds not quite able to, not having completely pushed from the ground up again. See what happens there.
High Noon takes out Fuzzy.
To take out Fuzzy. Very interesting.
Oh!
Don't stepping up.
Come on, there we go.
There's 3. The tank's gone. Psycho Press get it on again. Out there. Gets the Diva. They're going to keep it and take back the point at 75. Firebirds.
There we go.
Like I was.
There's going to be 1 more good push from here. I'm guessing. It's the ride or die, and they're going to be a little bit behind without that Diva. 90%. 15 seconds.
Snipe spot for Fuzzy there, who's got ult now just in case something goes awry.
Nope. And all from the left side.
Great Reinhardt there by Psycho Preds. As the Firebirds will push them up. They will take match number 1. I believe it. I believe it. I'm calling it. How about 3?
Tranquility.
Oh.
See, I've been in the game a little while. I knew when the game was going to be over there. Carthage wins match number 1 of the season. Firebirds coming up clutch We'll see the play of the game going to Donut here.
Donuts.
Wow. What a match. Firebirds reverse sweeping Center College Colonels in order to take this out. Great Earth Shatter. Led to, I think, a quadruple and ultimately a team kill there. Wow. As the Firebirds win game number 1. Great job by them. Good game to the Center College Colonels, and best of luck in the rest of the Scrim season. Firebirds now 1-0.
Yeah, that was crazy. It could have gone either way. That was just an amazing tactic by them, through and through. Like, we've been praising like how good they were. Just a great first opponent.
Absolutely.
I have no other words than just that. It's just great strategy. The Firebirds just barely made it through. It's just really, really fun to see.
Yeah, it was overall a great match. Seeing the Firebirds bounce back from the adversity, you know, and that's one thing we've really always seen them do, is the one thing they've got is they have the mental lockdown, especially our Overwatch team. And I think we got someone joining us on the desk. We got a familiar face coming in.
I will dip right out over here.
So we got Galahad coming in. My bearded man, regular old counterpart here.
Long time no see.
Galahad, we got match 1 of the season down. You get the reverse sweep off. You play a key role in it. What are you thinking?
Oh, we're feeling good. We are feeling good. Now, it was nervous because I don't have that much playtime experience, but
For sure.
first map I played as Ana on Blizzard World, I was not hitting the shots that I should have hit. And there was a few mistakes I made, like not switching when I needed because we were going to close quarters.
Right.
And then the very last map on Nepal, I was playing Ana, and I'm like, this is not working whatsoever because we weren't getting that distance. Ana,
for sure.
Being a sniper, you need
Right.
that distance.
Everything was happening very close quarters there.
I took inspiration from the one and only NECC and was like, you know what?
Support to take inspiration
Let's
from.
play some
And
Baptiste.
I'll actually say, one thing I did notice from your Baptiste play, you had a very key immortality field, because a big problem that you guys were dealing with throughout that match was the May wall.
Oh,
The
yeah.
May wall was a big
yes.
problem. They were doing a great job of separating you. At one point, Donut was completely separated from the rest of the team, and you threw down the immortality field so that it could get around that wall, and ultimately you broke the wall down before Donut could die and got the point at that moment. So very clutch play by you.
Thank you.
I think my overall MVP though for the match. Who are we going with? I got to give it to Donut. I think Donut. Played a
He was
great-
playing one of the
Every
greatest-
role he played absolutely just dominated, especially in that clutch game 5. Truly ice in the veins there, as he came out and just mollywopped just about everyone.
Yeah, he definitely he's a big tank guy. You know, even when he's playing DPS, he's excelling. But when he's gone tank, it's him and Psychopreds is a duo that just they have the same, like, the mind, you know,
Yeah,
they have a
and, you
hive
know-
mind in that sense, and it was such a fun tank duo to play with. Now, Shinbone, I gotta say,
Yes,
this
great pickup for
Yeah.
Carthage Esports.
oh yeah, this being his very first official game,
absolutely.
we just saw how powerful he is. Having so many, he had the play of the game on Genji,
Yes.
playing Reaper, and just causing a lot of issues. You know,
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. You know, moving on to one more question. You know, I mean, you've had some success today. Are you gonna be joining me or leaving me more on this this little broadcast booth here?
I don't know, actually.
All right, so it's all up in the
So
air.
I'll say this in the nicest way possible. I hope I don't cast with you, so that I'm playing
That's
and our
completely
team's
fair.
winning. You know,
That's completely fair.
But I mean, the other two supports we have having we have JT Lul. And we have, you know, Fuzzy and Nancakes. Fuzzy and
Absolutely.
Nancakes being such phenomenal supports.
For
Honestly, I totally understand when I'm not playing, because having those two, you know, I think we could take on the world.
I completely
but
understand. Well,
I'm confident, you know, and I've been practicing a lot of DPS, and I was kind of wanting to play DPS today, but I am glad I didn't, because that just showed, you know, that gave me the boost of motivation that I needed, I think, on support. So
Absolutely. Well,
climbing 500 SR last season, having never played support until
look at
now,
that.
you know. All I'm saying is, look out, anybody who's coming against us.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the
Thank
week
you.
1 victory with the reverse sweep. Tomorrow we're back with Rocket League. You got me in the casting booth once again. We got all 3 teams playing 2 matches. I'll be casting as many as I can until I drop on that floor.
I think I'll be casting with you that
And
game.
I guess
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get some Rocket League up.
So we'll see you tomorrow. I believe the first match is at 6 p.m. I believe it's 6 p.m. If not, check our Twitter or Instagram. They'll be posted there, the match times. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
that weak then shoves that right over to the Lions half. Looks like this one's going in. Oh, are you kidding me?
Donut S.
Oh,
Donut, we're gonna see the barrage. The barrage.
Oh my gosh, Nico is just dominating right now.
What a play!
That's disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
That was disgusting.